Alright, here we go. Gentlemen, let's begin.
Our story begins when I was a young child.
Oh, Mom, I can't wait to go frolicking in a field or playing checkers with you or doing other mother-son activities. Wait.
Drugs are a problem.
Yeah.
I fucking had it with
That's
drugs,
right, me
right?
too.
Everybody else with me to fucking rise up against
Yes,
drugs?
that's right, everybody.
Drug. Blow up
Fuck
incinerate every
drugs.
drug.
Hey, ladies, look at me. I'm the drug destroyer. I'll put you in jail. Fuck your lawyer. If I catch you with drugs, I'll send you straight to hell. Drugs are the reason the Twin Towers fell. Every day after looking at my large cock, I'll check for crack in people's socks. If I see a piece of crack inside your sock, into jail you will walk. My muscles are large because I don't do drugs. I am high off life and hugs. If you use meth to satiate you, best believe that I will hate you. I'll stick my pinky up your ass, then I'll pull those drugs right out of your ass. I will then get even more drugs out of your ass by sucking on your ass with my mouth, and then I will throw you right in jail. Using drugs is an epic fail!
Our story.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Eating a Sheet of Paper a Day, day 903. Now, what you just saw was a test content exhibition. Apparently, with OBS, you really can do everything. Now, that was a previously existing piece of content that I had released, I believe, like 3 years ago. 2022. It's my anti-drug PSA, the Drug Destroyer. I hope the audio wasn't mixed too loud. But fortunately, God bless you, Mom. But fortunately, you're killing me, Mom. But fortunately, we can make original intro videos to exhibit. That was just a test of the software. I hope you enjoyed. But enjoyment is less important than, understanding and mastering the technicality. There you go. I'm glad you fellas enjoyed. Anybody who's playing it back immediately off the bat will be greeted with a complex, tear-jerking anti-drug PSA, and there will be more to come. Now, that's just a taste of what you're going to get if you want to stick around after the 1,000th day is reached. Because after I'm done eating paper, it's like, okay, what content creating abilities will I be able to exhibit? There you go. That's an example. And I've been doing this for years. Go to the main channel. That's a video on my main channel, and there's many more where that came from. So thank you so much. This is new. This is a banger he is spitting. This is so sweet. I'm having a great day, by the way. I'm feeling ambitious, which is why we're going to get rid of this pessimistic acknowledgement of the chat response delay, and I'm going to put my score for yesterday. The hell happened? Oh, yeah. That was the Aztec jam. That generally went good. If anybody is wondering about the pre-recorded, I was crunched for time. There was no feasible way I could have done the stream and that jam at the same time, I realized, and get proper effective sleep, as you can see by my eyeliner that I put on underneath my eyes. I'm having some trouble with. But I also figured I might as well just give a little blurb about my day right now. My day right now is truthfully and honestly a 9.2 out of 10. Like, if we're talking bangers, today is a banger. So I'm doing good. I like the yesterday scores in black and white to show that it's a time of old, and then this is the vibrant score for today. You see, this is why I like using the software. Did it get easier to eat? Oh, no, it was an Aztec napkin, the type of shit that expands in your throat, so of course it didn't. And I paid a guy I told a guy I would pay him $30 to supply me the water on stage. Unfortunately, for some reason, for both the filmer, the feeder, and the water supplier, I picked 3 people to pay off who were the biggest introverts ever, with the exception of Dom. Dom actually stepped up almost to do it for free, so shout out to Dom. But the fella who's supposed to get me the water not only forgot the water, but when he had to come up there and try and get it, he was too shy to do it on camera in front of the crowd of, it was very full. It was probably 70, 80 people at Aztec. Maybe my memory is hazy, but yes. So that's that pre-recorded. It was in front of 60 people, but we managed to eat the paper, and I had to raw dog it because the guy who I have not given the money to, and if he asks for it, I'm like, you failed to achieve the very modest task through which you were tasked to complete. So, I saved some money, paid the right people off. Unfortunately, there are too many introverts in the jazz world, people who weren't willing to embarrass themselves on stage. God damn it. But we'll try again next time. Yesterday was at 3.8. My goodness, Ian. That is terrible. I know I sound sarcastic when I say that, but that's actually really bad. try and farm more empathy by going into specifics on how bad your day was, and then we can talk about it. Or if you don't, you want to be vague, then just whatever you're going through. I just know you can't have, I say this all the time, but you can't have mountains without valleys. You got to go down to go up. Direction is always relative, so it will get better. 3.8 is not even that bad. That's rookie numbers, honestly. Whatever. I've had like, I had a day that was a 0, like borderline 0 on Saturday. That day was so bad. I just don't like my job. Also, I think there was just a lot of stress that just was like surmounting over the week. Like during my 10-minute break, I just sat there and I just I may have shed a tear or two. I don't know why, just for no reason, you know. As a man, it's weird to acknowledge that, but I don't know. I just sat there and I was just sad for like 5 minutes, which was odd. But you know, I got over it. It was probably because I ate a little bit of hot sauce earlier with my pizza for my meal break, so it was probably that. It probably burnt too much, which is very unusual because normally I can stand lots of hot sauce and spicy food, but I guess in this particular moment, my tongue buds were very sensitive. It was probably that. You know, I have no emotions. I don't feel anything ever. So there you go. Am I a Sufjan Stevens fan? I've heard his name many times. I know he makes folksy music. You know, whenever I think of folksy music, I'm like, okay, there's Neil Young, there's Bob Dylan, but those are the old head musicians. I feel like if Sufjan Stevens reminds me of like, you know, or he seems like he would be like Bob Dylan aesthetically. I feel like all the Sufjan Stevens fans would get really angry at me. Okay, well now I have to check this out because like what would Sufjan Stevens, what would that be? Or Sufjan?
Cat Stevens.
Well, no. Sufjan Stevens is a new artist.
Yeah. That's his new name.
Really?
Yeah. It used to be Cat Stevens.
So he actually just changed it?
Yeah.
That's his new name?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. This is not Cat Stevens. This is a different Stevens. Okay, clearly I'm thinking of Cat Stevens and I'm retarded. So no, this is not. My mom's a Cat Stevens fan and he became Arabic or something. And she thinks that he changed his name to Sufjan, but that is not an Arabic name. Mom, you're being racist. Here, I gotta get my fluids. I forgot to get the water. Almost like Christian, who I was supposed to pay $30 to get the water, didn't get it. Where's my $30 in Venmo? Get out of town, man. Water is everywhere in the modern world. How can you not attain water before you came up to me, motherfucker? You really are out there. You are really out there. I don't know what that means. Out, like, location-wise? I don't know what that means, Ian. Guthrie had a good day yesterday, and you didn't. He's not an empath, clearly. Guthrie has to make his happiness contagious. Or maybe you were just inconsolable. I just think of people as an NPC, the collective people, as an NPC because I won't see them again and it makes it easy to do out-of-place things. I feel like this is a response to something, maybe my story about people. Yeah, it's just people being hesitant. Yeah, I mean, wait, what?
I said, that sounds like this guy's always in a game. Whoever said that. Because an NPC is always in a game.
Yeah. No, he's always... Well, there are people who live like that, like people who are like inside all day, and then finally when they go outside for the first time in 2 years, like, I respawned. You know, they're just thinking in gamer terms. Like, they do that. I actually... There was this lady walking around the neighborhood like a couple weeks ago, and I had never seen her before. Apparently, she'd lived here for years, and she's like, Alt F3. She was just saying shit like to herself. It was messed up. And I think it's like I think that was her equivalent of like, you know, typing her little commands, like those little emote commands in chat. / jumping jack emote in middle of street. You know, she was just saying that to herself in the middle of the street. Can you believe it? No, I can't believe it either because it's not true. I made it up, but. Stupid. All right, well, I think from what I could see, OBS has this thing that shows you how loudly mixed a thing is. So we can I can adjust that. In fact, I was adjusting that in the middle of the thing. Yeah, wait.
Our story begins when I was a young child.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I'm just replaying the stupid video over again. But hey, that's gonna happen in the future. Like, I might do a thing where I wait and then people come in and I'm like, hey, check this thing out. I know technically this stream I've been milking old content, but if I were to use After Effects, make a video, and then show prior video, like that's such a fucking simple yet such an effective idea. Like, if it worked here, then it can work anywhere, especially when I do it, like, out of nowhere within the first, like, 3 seconds when no one's watching and they only catch the second half of the video. Again, I make holistic masterpieces, so you gotta see the beginning to get the end, but, like, it still kind of worked. Oh, FFFGGG, you are really out there. Ian was referencing him. Okay, never mind. Sorry. Watching and they only catch the second half of the video. Stop. A thing I don't like about the whole chat layout when I'm doing this is it has to be on my phone, and I have to, like, play the video on my phone. So I will occasionally hear a teeny tiny Brian in my phone talking at me. Like, shut up. You will have to end the stream max in, like, 19 minutes, alright? So, also, the MP4 I downloaded was from, like, some weird Trojan worm website, and it only gave me, like, 360p quality, so sorry if the quality was shit. Again, an experiment in technicalities, but we're becoming more and more advanced, as you can see. We are putting a lot of bells and whistles into the stream, so just know it's going to get better from here. It's like airbending, you know? You're going to have a couple slip-ups. I'd never watched the show, but I know it's just understanding little teeny tiny intricacies. Get that out of here. So, because we're on a tight schedule, but I wanted to experiment with some new software. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is the stupid website I used. It's not good. But I'll see if I can try and find a better way later. But I'm cool that this is a good start. But yeah, I'm not a Sufjan Stevens hater. I'm not exactly a fan neither. I know that if I were to be a different person and to listen to his music, I would probably immediately be into it. As the person I am right now, it's hard to tell. It's just pure, like, art apathy. There's just so much art out there, and the stuff that I already like can be replayed, so it's like, I know enough albums where it's like, I can live my whole life just listening to these, and obviously I don't. I want to listen to more, but, you know, obviously I'm in that position where I'm just like, another album, and it's not guaranteed I'll like it. Like, I'm not really guaranteed a net benefit if I am to invest my time. But that's the reason why so many people just don't care about art, because they're just comfortable with the stuff now, especially when there's so much slop out there and people become more and more comfortable with what they already know, which kind of creates a conservative mindset within taking art a lot more, when I think the beauty of art is you're exploring. In fact, I used to explore a lot more when I was younger. In the year of 2018, I, like, listened to, like, 200 albums. Most of them were shit, but, like, I found 50 really, really good ones. I bet there's 50 really good albums the last couple years, but I just haven't been exploring as much. I'm just sticking with the artists I already know, which is a damn shame. Maybe I should figure out a system to, you know, snap myself out of that. I should do the random Wikipedia article thing. It would land on an album a surprising amount of the time. So many of them were so bad, but that it would be a fun way to go about it, you know? Lamau, there's a green screen on your shirt. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm wearing a green shirt. It's not a green screen, though. My green screen's over here. Shit. Hold on. So, I mean, yeah, green shirt, but it's not a green... I don't know what you're talking about. That's so weird. I don't know why you'd say such a thing. All right. So, we have this much paper left. This is going to be purely eating. I'm going to watch... Actually... I might as well not wait. I might just watch the beginning of the stream back and see. All right, here we go. Gentlemen, let's begin. Please don't suck.
Our story begins when I was a young child.
Oh, Mom.
Perfect.
I can't wait to go frolicking in a field or playing checkers with you.
Okay, thank you, Brian's video. Shut up. All right, cool. It doesn't even look that bad. I think it was towards the end where the quality got a little bad, but maybe during the rendering process, just the resolution was terrible. I mean, now that I think about it. Let's test something out. Maybe I never watch these videos back when I post them, so it's possible that... Okay,
Our story begins when I was a young child.
yes, it does.
Oh, Mom.
The drugs just straight to hell. I see him. I am high. Live and hugs. If you use meth to say
Yeah, I think that it's probably an issue with just the video that I took on the Okay, so it's not even that bad. I was just nitpicking. Never mind. Okay, it has an image on your shirt. It's acting like a green screen, I mean. There's an image on my shirt? What the fuck are you talking about, dude? It's just green. Like, it's just a green shirt. You're speaking gobbledygook, my friend. I don't even know what you're talking about. Like, listen. Just watch the stream. Just use your eyes, man. Look, there's nothing here. Period. All right? There is absolutely nothing here on my shirt. Nothing. All right. I mean, there's a Pizza Port logo down here, but aside from that, I don't think you'll find anything significant. It's just green. It's just green shirt and Pizza Port logo, so I don't know what you could possibly be referencing, but it's fine. We have schizophrenic people on the stream sometimes. You're not alone. And listen, I mean, I'm gonna be. I care about mental illnesses. It is a public health crisis, so I'm trying to reach out to anybody. If there's help, I can provide you with some phone numbers. But if you're hallucinating or something, you feel like the world is taunting you through a hallucination, or there's something wiggling around in front of you, like just let me know so I can call the authorities. All right. All right. Cool. But yeah, the green shirt, Pizza Port. Shout out to Pizza Port. Just kidding. All right. But FFFGGG. Everybody type an F or a G in the chat to memorialize him and his plight. I hallucinate sometimes too. Trust me. Like, I'm hallucinating my mom over there right now. Like, I know she's not even here, but, you know. Like, I hear her making a salad, and I'm like, that's not real. If you guys tell me that you heard her making a salad over there, I might just lose my mind. But I know she's not here because she's not real. I don't have a mom. But... yeah, we're all a little crazy. We're all a little crazy inside. I need to stop getting off task and focus because appointment starts at 3, which is in 33 minutes. So we gotta get rolling here. Okay. Well, I mean, some people are just built different and are naturally crazy, which is very cool. But you know what makes you even crazier and not in a cool way? That's right, drugs. Which is why that video existed in the first place. That's so bad. Hold on. Yeah, which is why that video exists in the first place. So our goal is to educate people, or our goal was, because that video has no traction anymore because YouTube is brutal. When it comes to videos like that are edited, I only release one every year now because it's just my schedule is too complicated. I don't have the time to gather the passion nor the time after the fact to get that accumulated passion and creatively invest it into something that I know is going to get 3 views. So, but something like this makes me, want to kind of maybe invest my time again, maybe. So, that's what I've been looking for a while, and after a while, after a lot of restlessness, people can get a little creative. FFFGGG says get e-paper. All right, cool. I will abide, which I appreciate the fact that you want for me to actually catch my appointment on time. So, Triple F, Triple G, shout out to you, Mr. Or Mrs. Maybe. Actually, ironically, drugs did make me go crazy one time. Too bad I didn't find your video before that happened. No, everybody who watched my video never did drugs again. And if you want proof of that, I have never heard a testimony of someone who watched my video and then did drugs. I've never heard it. You've never heard it. Never happened. So the way I see it, if you watch that video, you will never do drugs again. Case closed, bitch. Ruby says paper. That's correct. That is very correct. That's what this is. Also, don't do drugs, so... sorry, no, you're not going to see... just go back, play back the beginning of the stream, and give us at the Paper Reading channel an extra view, and play this back after the stream's over to know exactly what we're talking about. I want to, this is so great. I just love abusing this feature. It's just so cool. So, none of the audio here bleeds over, I don't think. OBS is a free application. How is it this good? This is borderline, electronic socialism, just giving away free resources. I don't know how they're making their money. Maybe they aren't. So, I don't know. But shout out to OBS, dude. I'm sure I'll find something shitty about this application soon. There's a catch to everything, but I haven't found it yet, man. This is awesome. Actually, well, the catch is the chat thing. It's just the chat delay and the stupid... yeah, so, Okay. I can change that. Send me a video of you doing drugs after what, it'll have to be a one long unedited take to make sure it's legit. So, you watching the entire Drug Destroyer video and then you doing drugs afterwards. Make sure there are no cuts, no manipulative editing. Then I will rescind my statement and, send you a couple, drug hotlines and stuff. But until then, my claim stands. footage or it didn't happen. I saw someone do the OBS pre-recorded video thing to fake him looking at another camera and cutting. That's cool. Like, there's some really creative shit going on, and I really want to at least try, you know? In my own way that doesn't, like, copy somebody else. Or if I'm copying someone else, I want to accidentally copy someone else, you know? I don't want to just be like, oh, that's my blueprint. I'm just going to do that now, you know? Obviously, everybody has their influences, you know? But... And I honestly don't think the chat delay is that much of a problem, really. I think there is something really satisfying about someone just immediately responding, but if people get used to it and you know how the delay works, I think after a while they'll acclimate and they'll figure out that you have to be patient with the stream and the stream will reward you. Thank you, my phone, for screaming at me to go to this fucking appointment. Okay. All right. I'm gonna have to respond to these people. It's too many people texting me, like 3 people at once. Do you, like, know when I'm streaming and decide to, like, fucking distract me? I need to be focused. I need to have tunnel vision, which is why I never finish these on time, because I'm supposed to be eating paper, but I'm talking, responding to text, looking down at stuff, making big anti-drug claims and shit. Pay a bunch of people to send pre-written chat messages to a pre-recorded stream and make a fake stream. Fake Twitch chat, you know, with a bunch of slurs and stuff. That could be really cool. We'll get content ID'd and taken down, but worth it. I mean, there's just so much that we can do, because I have the editing software on After Effects. I can edit something. It can even be like a logo. You know how Keemstar has a stupid little drama alert thing that was made on iMovie with the really bad royalty-free music? Something like that. Welcome to the Brian Case show thing. And it'll have a little intro. It could be 3 seconds. It could be an entire 1.5-minute long video. Actually, the Drug Destroyer is 2 minutes. No, it's 1 minute and 3 seconds long. Never mind. But yeah, I think it'd be a cool thing. I might even exhibit some of my newer videos, because that video is very old. So I might go and exhibit something new. But it's just such a cool thing. And I can also share my screen with PowerPoint or Google Slides and have presentations. I remember there was this YouTuber, I forgot what it was. My younger sister showed him to me. But it's this group of streamers, and they do a screen recording, a big group session with all the little stupid YouTuber squares in the corner so they can all react and hashtag Rafflecopter to whatever goofy shit's happening. But they each have a competition. Each person has their own ridiculous PowerPoint, and it's basically a comedy show, but they each get their turn. And it was truly funny because they were reacting in the moment. It was conversational, but there was a pre-planned element, right? Those two coming together, that's what I want to do. Minus the poisoning myself by eating inedible objects thing, you know? Believe it or not, it causes a little bit of medical anxiety. Believe it or not. I used to watch a small streamer on Twitch for a few years. I've gotten used to it. I think small stream... Oh, thank you. I know you're not saying directly that I'm amazing, but I like the instant... We're like 1 degree of separation away from you saying I'm amazing. Well, thank you. I don't know if I share that opinion. I don't know. I think I have a lot of things to improve with my setup, but thank you. I like how you're really extending your hand out to smaller streamers, and a small streamer rewards you by gaslighting you into being schizophrenic. That's great. I'm glad I can give back to the community. Look up tips for the delay. I think OBS has a delay above instantly by default. Yeah, no, we tried to fix that, but the only other option, aside from a 10-second delay, is a 50-second delay. The last time we checked. Maybe they updated it. I don't know. Imagine updating a free application. Like, what the fuck would motivate the developers to do such a thing? That's what I want to know. They're just giving shit out to us for free, which is so crazy. I'm not even angry about it. It's just... I just think it's preposterous. It's too good to be true. So... there's got to be a catch. There has to be a catch. There's no in-app purchases, neither. So I don't know what the hell's going on, but we'll see. Ugh. Here we go. 2 pieces left, everybody. Sharp Healthcare, I have a visit on. Yeah. Shut up. I already know I'm going to die in a month, right? It would be so annoying if, like, we really started encountering problems in the last 10th of the fucking series. I've been doing this for 6 years. This is like less than a 10th because, right, these days weren't consecutive. So, I mean, the long-term effects have been brooding inside my gut for 6 years and 900 days, which weren't consecutive. So, you know, it's been over 1,000 days, well over 1,000 days since I began this series. And it's quite preposterous to me that, like, we are still like not even experiencing any negative effects, and so I'm concrete in my plan to stop at day 1000. But if I encounter some bullshit at the very end medically, I'm like, what are the odds? What are the odds if I stopped? Like, imagine if the negative effects would come in at day, 1100. Like, that'd be fine because I'm stopping before then, right? I just gotta finish these last 97 days, and then we're finished. We are donezo, as the French would say. But OBS is open source, so it's just donations, sponsors, and the will to keep going. So it's like Kickstarter. That's so based, dude. That's so good. And you don't even need to change the structure of the country, all right? People are using the beautiful merit-based system that rewards them with money, the fortunate ones within the country, of course, and they're using their hard-earned money to reward other people with hard-earned money as well. Now, the fact that the idea that generally in capitalism generosity is decreased, I don't know if that can be debated, but generosity very much exists. In this exact system in which we live in, OBS can exist and flourish. Continuous updates, people supplying their wealth to other people. That's what it's all about. In a country as beautiful as this, anything is possible. Nothing's perfect, but anything is possible. All right. Thank you so much for watching. I dropped it on the floor. Great job, Brian. Eating a sheet of paper a day 903. Shout out to FFFGGG, Shy, Dia, Ian30, Ruby, and that's it. I will see you tomorrow. That'll be day 904. Make sure to live, laugh, cry, and also not die. And until next time, this is goodbye. You should be president instead. Yeah, for some reason they've blocked me. I guess my stuff on the internet's public or something. They don't think I'm credible enough or presidential enough. Bunch of bullshit. All right, 3, 2, 1. And we are done. Okay, hold on.